fact, if you go to the vet's office, the office call for each one of these dogs would have been $41. So by me giving the shots myself, I've saved $82 because we have 2 dogs. So first thing we want to do is I'm going to wipe the top of each one of these vials. And one of these vials actually has a powder in it, and the other one is actually like a sterile diluent. But that's just like almost like saline water, like what you'd have in an IV type stuff. And this is the distemper parvo shots. So after we do that, wipe the tops of those. So I just want to give him the shot here and stuff, and I want to go off. Let me see if I can get him to stand up. I don't want to do it right down the middle of his shoulder blade. I hope you can see this. Right down the middle of the shoulder blade. I actually want to go off to the side a little. So let's wipe his skin here. And then he can sit there and dry for a second. And what I want to do with this is I'm actually going to draw this liquid out of the vial. So I want to stick the needle in there. Look like a heroin addict, don't I? So I actually want to draw the liquid solution out of here. Make sure I get it all. Okay. And I think I got it. Okay. So, shoot that up a little bit. And then I will take the powder and I'll actually inject the needle into the powder. Okay. Alright. Now I've mixed the powder with the liquid solution, and it turns a solid pink color whenever we get that mixed together. So now, let me make sure that you're on the camera so we can actually see. Scoot it out just a little bit. There's our victim right there. Okay. So, now I've got him over here, and as like I said, I want to clean the spot where I'm actually going to give him the injection. And I've given shots to cattle and pigs and horses and goats, so the dog should be no problem. And Linda's pulling the medicine into the syringe. There, now pull it. And she actually used to work as a med tech, so she knows a little more about the shot stuff than I do. Okay, I think that's it. Does it look good? Okay. So now we've emptied the vial. So now she's wanting to get the excess air out of there. And she'll shoot that up to the top. So like I said, we look like heroin addicts, don't we, playing with these needles? Okay, and so what we want to do with him is, now that we've got this, we're just going to basically pinch up the skin like this. And it kind of makes like a little tent right here. So basically this is going to be subcutaneous, which means it goes underneath the skin, but it's not going to go into the muscle. So what I want to do is, hopefully, like I said, hopefully you can see this, go in about a 45-degree angle all the way up. Now pull this back just a little to make sure that there's no blood in there. Okay, that's it. And that's it. So simple, easy. The needle on these is thin enough gauge that it doesn't really bother them. So now I'll do Toby or whatever, and then I'll have Linda actually film it up close so you can see what it looks like. Okay, we have our alcohol. And once again, let's wipe the tops of both of these bottles. And I'm going to pull the liquid out of this vial. I think that's got all of it. Just a little bit more. Okay, that's it. And push most of the air out of that. And now I'm going to inject it into the powder. Maybe. Okay. And then I'm just going to inject the liquid into that. And shake the vial really good. This doesn't take much to dissolve this, really. Okay. You can see and stuff, it's dissolved. So I'm going to stick the needle back in there. And go ahead and pull the liquid out. So like I said, this is the Parvo, just temper Parvo shots for them.
They get them every year?
And I'm not sure whether it's every year or every 2 years.
I think it's every year.
I think it's every year, but it's like I said, I'm cheap.
Keep them from getting sick.
I'm cheap, so it's like I said, if you can save $82 by giving 2 simple shots, why not? Alright, let's get our victim. Come here, Toby. Come here, Toby. It's probably not one. Come here, Toby. Aha! Run. Come here, Toby. Oh boy. Come here, Toby. No, Mommy's not going to save you. I got you this time. For now. And it's like I said, we have our alcohol here. And like I said, you don't want to do it straight down the spine. You do actually want to do it off the side a little bit. So let's rub him down real good.
With what?
And this is no more than rubbing alcohol, just like they'd use on you at the doctor's office. Okay. And then we have our syringe.
It's a little thinner.
Yeah, so.
Toby's.
This dosage is good for 2 to 200 pounds, so. Alright, turn your head around here, buddy.
It's a little thinner than that.
Yeah. So, it's like I said, tint up the skin, and it's like I said, there's kind of a depression right here. 45 degrees. Pull back on a little bit to make sure you don't have a vein. And we're good. And go ahead and give him the shot. Rub him. And that's it. So really and stuff, I mean, giving animals shots and stuff is really actually pretty easy once you know how. And, you know, the vet's office where we went was more than happy to let us go ahead and take the shots home, because basically it's saving them an office call that they could use on an animal that, you know, maybe actually be in an emergency situation. So, $82 later, Toby and Albert are now protected. So, anyway, just wanted you to tune in the video, and like I said and stuff, I'll put this with some dog care videos that I have. And, simple, it's easy, and it's like I said, just watch the video and you can do it yourself. So, say thanks for watching. Say bye-bye.